Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about growing up hip hop. Season 2, episode 17. Let's get into it. It's crazy. So we see Deb, she got her groove back, but damn, she got a man with a long, strong tongue. I'm like, whoa. And they met at the Ivy. I was like, word? You got your groove back. Stella got a groove back, but I don't think you want to use that, because didn't Stella get a groove back with a young man that was bisexual or actually became to turn out to be gay, to end up with HIV and gave it to Stella too? Isn't that the true story? If I'm wrong, correct me, my peeps, my peoples. And we see Jhonni, she's going off, she's acting up or whatever. Elephant Man ain't there. She expect Deb to fix everything when she's not her manager. So Deb says, deuces, peace. I'm done. I'm Deb Acne. I don't have to deal with this shit. I ran at the baddest orders. So we have that situation, and Bow Wow, he can't deal with himself. He can't deal with his issues. He can't deal with what's going on because, he feels guilty the way he talked to Kiyomi. He dissed her and disrespected her. So now they go into counseling, and it doesn't look like it's going to work out right now. We got, Ayana, she actually does want to kind of get married to Amy, but she doesn't want to have no children, and Amy don't want to have no children either. I was like, whoa. And then we have Lil Mama with her pretty little self. She goes on a date with BT or whatever, and she's giving him way more compliments than he gave her. I don't even think he gave her a compliment. What's going on? Well, we know Lil Mama is a great actress. So... and we have Masika with her orange hair, her yellow hair, I don't know, hot yellow hair, whatever. And basically she's happy now that, Bow Wow is done with Kiyomi and Deb is done with Jhonni, and she can move her way in. She can slime herself in and get with the people. So basically she can do some music. I was like, okay, I'm reloaded. So let's get started. Let's talk about what's going on. So Bow Wow's axe is talking to Pimpin' basically about, how come you don't dance? How come you don't do this? How come you don't do that? How come you don't dance? How come you don't shake your tail feather? Pimpin' is like, I only do that if you cut me a check. Then Little Mama walks in the studio, and Bow Wow was like, yo, I got something for you. I want to plan a blind date for you or whatever. And Little Mama's really not here for it, but she's like, okay, I'll try it. But he had to talk her into it, and she said, well, if I go on this date, you got to come to New York with me to my annual family reunion, and this is our second one. And Bow Wow was like, come on, man, I don't look at Little Mama like that. I don't feel her like that. I ain't attracted to her. I don't, we ain't buddies like that. I don't even go to my own family reunions. Are you kidding me? He's just like, damn, he don't know what to do about the situation. I thought Pimpin' liked, Little Mama. I guess he just really wanted to get Little Mama in the studio. He wanted to work with her. That's what he wanted to do. I thought he had a little crush on her. So she says yes, and she's going to go on the blind date. And she goes on a blind date with Pimpin', and basically they meet up at this, escape room where is about Al Capone or whatever, and they got to find his book of records, you know what I mean, where Tony Accardo, left the book of records around, and that's how the FBI, found out the information, and actually, that's what got, Al Capone locked up. And basically, she's having a good time. He's having a good time. She's complimenting him. He's nice or whatever. He's talking about he does club. He does promotion. He wants to take her out and show her Atlanta. You got Little Mama talking about, when everybody was having fun and getting married and having kids and shit, I was traveling the world. But one day I want to get married and want to have kids. And she likes, BT because he's nice. He smiles. He's friendly. And he's outgoing. And he don't got that mean mug. Like, he's open and shit. So she's feeling him. And basically, they flirt with each other. They having a good time, and and she feels like it's a comfortable date. Yeah, because they're not at the club. It's not 1,000 people around. There's no competition around. They can just actually focus on each other and actually doing a brain exercise. So I don't know where this situation's gonna go, but it seems like Little Mama seems like she's open to the situation. So you go ahead, Little Mama, do your thing, girl. Do your thing. Pop it like it's hot. So that was cool. And then we get on to Deb is out there, and Jamaica, and what's his name is not around. What's his name is not around. Elephant Man, he's not around. He's like MIA and shit like that. He's MIA. I don't know, I guess he's MIA or whatever. And him being MIA because he's actually doing a event in another location. So he's not actually even in Jamaica at this time and point. So now it just seems like a big mess. And Jhonni wants to blame Miss Deb for it. And Miss Deb, Amari, her little young thing, her little young boo, was she met at the Ivory Club, the club that she part owns, came through or whatever. He's a little bit younger than her, and she had that come get me kind of outfit on. I don't know if she had a bra on, but you could tell like she had that come get me. And they started kissing and tonguing. His tongue is just like this long, it's gigantic, it's huge, and it seems like he knows what to do. And Deb want to kiss him, and he's like, Deb, your lips are so soft. More power to Deb. A lot of people say they want to see it, but anyways, then they end the scene off with her in the bedroom with him, and they about to get it popping. I was like, Deb, you showing us how to do it, huh? And trying to get it popping. But what was sweet about this scene too, as well, as Waka Flocka called to check on his mama, make sure she was all right, make sure she was safe. And now he knows that his mama got a boyfriend. And he's feeling he's feeling like, okay, Deb is like, you made me smile, you made me happy for a long time, and you always been there for me, but right now it's time for him to do his job, baby. And so it is what it is. Deb got her groove back, and she's getting her groove back. And he looks like a perfect fit. He seems nice. He doesn't talk too much. He ain't all up in the business. Deb's explaining him the situation with Jhonni. Elephant Man not being there. He's somewhere doing a festival. It's just all bad timing. Deb is like, that's not my job. I'm not her manager. And she cussed me out, went off on me, and I don't even know. And Johnny's calling Deb too as well to come to her video shoot and all this other good stuff. And Deb is not trying to show up. She's not trying to come through. She's gonna wait for the video shoot to be over because she don't want to have no parts in the video shoot, actually giving her direction, acting like she's a part of it, because she has formally made up her mind that she's done with Jhonni. And basically she's telling Jhonni that she's her own worst enemy. And then Jhonni picked the time to go to Jamaica while it's raining. The sun is not really out, it's kind of cloudy. And on top of that, Elephant Man's not there, and he ain't coming until Monday, and Deb is leaving on Monday. So at least if you're going to try to put something together and show Deb that you're responsible and you can do some things on your own, you have to have it prepared and put together. Like, it was just all, it was all messed up. Maybe you can stay there, but Deb got shit to do. She got a business. But at least we know, because Jhonni was on the Breakfast Club, she said her and Deb are still friends. She's not her manager, but she's actually giving her opportunities to be on Wetv reality TV shows, because she's supposed to be on another reality TV show that Deb Acne is actually coming up with. So we'll see how that works out. I was like, damn, Elephant Man ain't gonna be there until Monday. What about if he's tired when he gets back? But let me tell you one thing, Elephant Man is absolutely marvelous, magnificent, so full of energy. To see him live in concert, even though it was a long time, I saw him about 3 times in concert, and he was actually just a man. And then don't let me miss this part, we have Brandon. We get to see Brandon, and Brandon's actually talking to what's her name, Jhonni, because Jhonni has called Brandon or whatever to say, like, things are not going right with me and Miss Deb, this and that, blah, and the third, things went wrong, like, Elephant Man's not here, we have to wait till Monday till Elephant Man comes. Brandon's actually, like, trying to tell, Jhonni that she got to take responsibility and own up for her mistake and what she messed up, and she can't really be going at Deb like that and arguing with her, especially if it's not her fault. She needs to have some accountability for mistakes and not just blame everybody else. And also Brandon is saying that he hasn't talked to Deb yet, and he wants to make his relationship better with Deb too as well. But right now, him and Debbie don't have a good relationship, so it's just like, damn, what's going on? So now we have all this situation going on, and so Brandon actually stuck up for Deb. So hopefully Brandon and Deb, work it out, because she was his godmother, or she was calling him her son, and all that other good stuff. Look at Deb just out there just making out. And Jhonni was like, I got my fake teeth, I'm telling the truth. So anyways, now we have that situation, and Brandon actually does stick up for, Mama Deb. And, Johnny's not ready to take ownership of any mistakes. You just feel like shit happens, let's just move on from here. Like, for some people that is good to do, but when it costs other people time and money and effort, they're not down with that. People like the things to be staged, to be ordered, and have structure, get it done and get out, because while you're wasting time on this, you could have been somewhere else making money. But Johnny's not getting it. Johnny's hurt that Deb is leaving her, and Jhonni feels like, damn, Deb, we come so far, why would you just leave me like this? Why would you just abandon me. But you know what? Deb has to do this for her own insanity. Doesn't make sense for her to be managing Masika, but she wants to. I think Masika is much calmer. I don't think Masika is gonna pop off and yell and scream and, you know, get all up in Deb's face and stuff like that. So she's gonna work with Masika, and you know, Jhonni's gonna be real hurt when she finds out that, you know, Debbie is working with, you know, Deb Acne is actually gonna be working with Masika. Jhonni, you can't, I've been an advocate for you this whole season of Deb just stay with you, because if nobody else don't believe in you, Deb believes in you. But like, it comes to a time, a point where you get tired of the bullshit, you get tired of the drama, you get tired of the shit. Like, you know what, it ain't worth it. The amount of mental energy that I'm using and the frustration, it ain't worth the money. We're not getting that type of return where it can be worth it. So it's not worth it. And it doesn't seem like you're learning, because you always cry, apologize, and you do some dumb shit. When Deb came to Jamaica, last thing you should have did was argue with Deb. You should have just listened to her, because you want her as a manager. She don't totally need you, but you need somebody that really got your back and really care for you, because you've been out here in these streets and you've been taken advantage of, and you know Deb is not the type of person to take advantage of you. So we have that situation. So boom, bada bing, is done with that. And so then we get Kiyomi. Kiyomi meets up with, you know, Ayana, and Ayana go get her nipples pierced or whatever. And basically she's trying to convince Kiyomi to actually go to couples therapy with Bow Wow. She's like, I want him to go. I don't want to be the only one there. I want him to know that he really wants to be there. So you can see there is some immaturity on her side, because it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to therapy, you're making a step. It doesn't matter whether he's there first or you're there, because you was there first any fucking way. So like, what was the big deal? And you was gonna show up anyway, so why did you have to make it seem like he has to put all this effort into it? You know, you want this relationship just as much as he wants this relationship. So whether he's there, or whether he comes first, or whether he agrees or not, you do your part to build the relationship back, because you know what, you have to take your own ownership, and then, you know, you put all your cards on the table. You do everything you can to fix your relationship and bring it to where it needs to be, and then you do your part. If the other person doesn't do their part, then you know you did everything that you're supposed to do, and you can walk away 100 scot-free. And I think at the end of the day, Kiyomi does walk away 100 scot-free, of feeling like she did something wrong too as well. But just her conversation with Ayana was immature. And so then we have, you know, what's her name? Shania. She's actually going over there to get Bow Wow and talk to Bow Wow to get him to go, you know, to counseling or whatever with Kiyomi. But I'm like, damn, what are you doing, Shania? Shania, you're supposed to be working on your clothing line, you're supposed to put a board together, you're supposed to put something together. I guess you just stopped working on it. Doesn't seem like you go to school. It doesn't seem like you go to work. Only thing you're doing is filming for Love and Hip Hop, I'm assuming. So I'm just thinking, like, I would have all types of designers and people on deck that are just starting out. It'll be their internship, especially working with having, you know, JD's name on their resume, or working for So Def. I would have so many different people, artists and designs and stuff like that, people with fabric people want to come up to as well, and we all work together. I would be working on that. Forget Bow Wow and this fucking Kiyomi situation. You got a dad that can make shit happen for you, and you ain't making it happen, girlfriend. I would be making it happen. Bow Wow's going to always be in torment, because he has to deal with himself, and he's not ready to deal with himself. He's not ready to deal with his past and his present. He's not ready to deal with his pain and his hurt, and that's why alcohol, lean, and all the other drugs that he's doing is actually comforting him, because he needs help. Like he said, he's never been to counseling, and to being a child star, a child actress, a child, you know, artist, from way back until now, you should have had some type of counseling, because I know you've seen a lot. I know you've been robbed. I know people took advantage of you and your mom too as well. I know a lot of shit happened to you, where you should heal from that, and you'll be a whole totally new Bow Wow. And I don't know if that counselor that you guys went to, I think you need like a strong alpha, someone that you can actually look up to and respect to as well, and it's not Snoop Dogg and it's not JD, because they're part of the problem of your past, and not explaining to you and your mama that, you know, the big businesses and the corporations are ripping you guys off. So Like even when Bow Wow said, "Oh, did I used to pay for my all that stuff I went on tour with?" And JD was like, "Yeah, I used to pay for it." How do you not know till last episode or the episode before that you was paying for all the stuff that you wanted on tour? You know what I mean? So it's a lot of business shit that went wrong with Bow. So oh, look at Masika's hair. I don't know. I want to use that as a thumbnail. It's just crazy. So we have that situation, and so basically Bow Wow's mother doesn't feel like Bow should actually go to therapy or meet up with Kiyomi. She thinks it should just be done. Of course she does, because she wants to make sure Bow Wow brings them paychecks, pay for that, pay the property tax on the house, because I know the house is paid up. And is Bow Wow living with his mother, or is there another mansion? I keep thinking there's another mansion. Is there a mansion with a pool or whatever? Kiyomi's talking about Bow Wow like my picture, but he's trying to tell me this and tell me that. It was real childish, real kiddish. Everything with them is kiddish. Bow Wow should be more mature and be more of a man, but Bow Wow has always been spoiled and put on a pedestal. And he has a lot of demons that happened to him in the past that he hasn't healed from. For order for your future to be greater and be better than your past, you got to heal from your past for your future to be great, so you don't make the same mistake. Because as we see, Bow Wow keeps making the same mistake. I think Kiyomi is a wonderful girl. She's a young girl. Maybe he needs somebody older. Maybe he needs somebody that is have just as much as money as him in the bank. It's only 1.5 in the bank or whatever, something like that. And someone that can understand, and someone that can actually demand from Jump Street. But Bow Wow has to learn how to be a man in relationship, because he didn't have to be a man in the relationship. All he had to do was throw his money around, his clout, his status, party, live it up, buy gifts, buy jewelry, and if you don't like it, get out of here, because there's 5 more females to go. Once he put value into women, and value into a relationship, and value into a person, and not see them as a property or someone I can just throw away so easy. Because I think the way Bow Wow was tossed around and threw around as he was growing up in the business, and he got burnt a lot too as well, and money just disappeared, and he's supposed to be way more richer than he is. So I think that's a trigger too as well, where he can't trust anybody, where he can't love anybody, and he thinks that everybody's out for his money, because boom, he throws some weed, he throws some lean, give you some outfits, give you some jewelry. And I don't even think he's doing that much now, because he was complaining about trying to get Kiyomi a car. She didn't have a car, she didn't have this, she's a bum. He couldn't offer her much either, because he's still trying to hold on to as well. And he got these crazy Instagram videos talking about women should date man that has this and that. But then again, he don't want a woman that's a gold digger. But Kiyomi seems like she needs to mature more too as well. And, find somebody that values her and want to treat her with respect. And she has to also respect herself and understand the type of person that she's getting into a relationship with, and put down the rules and regulations that she wants, and things that she wants, and things that she stands for. And if you can't do that, then maybe we shouldn't go this route. And especially if she's going to date another entertainer, most likely she is going to date another entertainer, because she's on Wild 'N Out and they're always trying to get at her. Just to be more secure, and just know that there's going to be women around the corner. There's women around the corner with every man, but with an entertainer, there's thousands. You would just have to trust that if he mess up, then it's over. But always use protection and wrap it up. So we have that situation. So it's like, damn. It's I don't know, but and then so they get to the therapy place. It's actually doctors, Heavenly Doctor from Married to Medicine. Bow Wow's changing his mind. He don't really want to go. He don't want to get out the car. He's acting like a kid, because he's stepping on new ground that he's never stepped on before. He's never went to counseling in a relationship. So it is more serious than for him to actually show up and go. It is something more serious, but it is also being filmed for a TV show. So. But for him to even take that step is serious too as well. And I think he's guarding his heart. And he also feels bad for the way that he disrespected her and the things that he said to her. Because sometimes our partners can forgive us for what we say to them, but we don't forgive ourselves. And it deeply wounds us. It can wound you. And make you feel like shit every time you see that person, because you can't believe you like why is this person still around? And you be like, nah, something's wrong with them. Nah, but that tells you that she really does love Bow, and she wants something with him, and he wants her back now, and he's crying and begging for her. So It's a wrap right now. I don't think they're gonna get back together. And Masika's telling Deb that she's gonna smack Jhonni because Jhonni was hitting up Fetty Wap. All you do is talk about either Fetty Wap or Bow Wow on this show. Fetty Wap is on Love and Hip Hop New York with Alexis Sky Baby. Why you keep up bringing Fetty Wap and Bow Wow? When I see Masika, I'ma slap her in the face because she was hitting up Fetty Wap and his DM. Everybody was hitting up Fetty Wap and his DM. How many kids Fetty Wap have after he had the kid with you? Come on. Peace and out, one love. Please tell me what you think about the situation. What you think about Bao and Kiyomi. What do you think about, Miss Deb Acne and her actually, saying goodbye to Jhonni. And then Deb Acne with her new boyfriend, Amari. And what about, Lil Mama and BT? Peace, I'm out, one love. And Bow Wow in his counseling section. People thinking or saying that Bow Wow has a Napoleon complex. What do you think? I just think he's insecure all the way around. And he don't trust nobody. And he don't know how to love. I think the only love he really has is for his daughter, and that's limited because I don't think he felt the love he needed to feel as a child growing up because he was too busy providing roofs and food into the family's mouth. Peace, I'm out, one love.